I've got 6 quarterbacks here in new places. The quarterback carousel didn't spin too much off its axis. Certainly after Matthew Stafford decided to stay, that domino didn't tumble, right? So I've got Sam Darnold in Seattle, Geno in Vegas, Russ with the Giants, Daniel Jones in Indianapolis, should he get the start, and then the Jets and Steelers swapped quarterbacks, Rodgers and Fields. Yeah. Which one do you think is poised to have the season that everybody hopes they will have with their new quarterback? Kurt?
Yeah, I'm going to say Aaron Rodgers. The guys that you mentioned, I still have some questions on what things are going to look like. Sam Darnold was phenomenal last year, but new system, a lot of changes in Seattle. I don't know what that's going to look like. Justin Fields, I feel like he's still got a long ways to go in terms of, playing the position, although, they could come up with a system that fits more of his skill set, but don't think he's, quite there yet. And then when I look at Aaron, I thought he got better as the season went on last year, got more comfortable. I like the team there in terms of, I think they're going to be a really good defensive team. DK Metcalf. I think they've got some good skill players there. And I just think Aaron's going to, be a really solid quarterback this year. And I think they've got a good team and the pieces are there where I just feel like he's going to have the best chance to have team success this year, even if he doesn't play at, MVP type level. But if he plays the way he did down the stretch last year with that defense and some of their playmakers, I think he's poised to do some good things. Tough division. Obviously, the AFC is really tough, so I don't know what that means in terms of, playoffs and how far in the playoffs. But I do believe the Steelers are going to be a competitive football team, assuming that Aaron takes even another step forward, being a year removed from that Achilles.
Plus, he's not the guy the Steelers are looking to set the tone, right? And the others in the locker room that he's being asked to lead from the quarterback position are kind of closer to him in age, status, peer, right?
Yeah.
Than him walking to a Jets locker room coming off of an Achilles injury. And some of them are, almost damn near half his age. As a matter of fact, the guy who was handing off to him, Braylon Allen, was in fact half his age, and and Tomlin is not going anywhere, right? All the craziness that was there. I kind of think like he's in a perfect position to succeed in Pittsburgh, just that alone. Kurt,
I agree. I don't think there's going to be all the craziness that there was with the New York Jets. I believe, as you said, Mike Tomlin kind of settles that down, and he's kind of the lead man, and is not going to let it get crazy like that. I believe the system, they want to run the football and run play action. If you think about where Aaron Rodgers was in Green Bay the last couple of years, that's kind of how they wanted to play as well. And Aaron is so good at protecting the football and making big plays when you can, shrink things down and do those kinds of things where I agree. I think it's a good fit for him just in terms of big picture and how they can settle things down in Pittsburgh, but also the scheme with where he's at this stage in his career. I think the scheme is set up really, really well for him to have success as well. So I'm excited. I think they were competitive last year, with 2 quarterbacks in there. They were competitive and made a bit of a run. And so I think Aaron is better than the guys that they had last year. And so I believe that they're going to, I don't want to say surprise people. I think you always know Pittsburgh's going to be good, but I think they're going to be very competitive in the AFC, to get that playoff spot. And then we'll see if they can make some noise from there.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show live weekdays from 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern on Roku Sports Channel in the U.S.